My name is Eleanor and I turned 80 this year. 8 decades sounds like a long time, but lately, I've come to believe that even at this stage of life, some moments can still surprise you. Quietly, gently, and without warning. I live in a small brick house on the corner of a quiet suburban street. It's the same house my late husband and I bought nearly 50 years ago. After he passed, the rooms felt bigger. The silence became something I had to learn to live with. You don't get used to losing someone like that, you just learn to walk with it. My days were simple. I tended to my hydrangeas, made oatmeal for breakfast, and fed the birds that visited the garden fence. My daughter calls twice a week, always worried I'm bored. But solitude never scared me. What I didn't expect was that a single knock on the door would be the beginning of something warm. It was a foggy Thursday morning. I was folding laundry when I heard it. 3 soft knocks. I opened the door and found a small package sitting on the welcome mat. No note, no address label, just a brown paper box wrapped with twine. At first, I thought it had been misdelivered. I brought it inside and set it on the table. For a while I just stared at it, sipping my lukewarm tea. It wasn't heavy. It didn't rattle. Eventually, curiosity won. Inside the box was an old book, The Secret Garden. The same edition I used to read to my daughter when she was little. And tucked between the pages was a folded letter. Dear Eleanor, it began. You don't know me, but I know this book belongs to you. The letter went on to explain that the writer had bought the book from a second-hand shop in town and had seen a faint name penciled in the front cover. E. Whitmore. Name. My handwriting. I had lost that book decades ago during a move. And now it had returned. But the strangest part. There was no sender's name. Just a final line. Some things find their way back when we need them the most. That single act, anonymous, thoughtful, planted something inside me. A need to return kindness, to reconnect, to be more present. That week, I baked muffins and left them at the doors of neighbors I hadn't spoken to in years. I started writing short letters, notes of encouragement, handwritten quotes from books I loved, and slipping them into the library's free reading box. Something in me had awakened. I didn't need to know who sent the package to understand the message. Life still had small wonders in store. People still cared, even quietly, even from the shadows. A few weeks later I found another package. This one had a handmade scarf inside, soft and lavender-scented, with a card that simply said, "Warmth for the woman with the warmest words." The letters continued. Never signed, always personal. It became a ritual. Each letter reminded me that being seen, even in unexpected ways, could breathe life back into places we thought had gone quiet forever. Now, I keep a wooden box by my bed where I store all the letters and gifts. I call it my hope chest. Not because I'm hoping for more, but because it reminds me that hope already found me. On a morning I wasn't expecting anything at all. Sometimes, the most beautiful parts of life don't come loud. They knock gently, sit quietly on the porch, and wait to be opened.